Ladies and gentlemen, cats. Now, you may think of these creatures as peaceful, feline beasts, but let me tell you, here at Redcliffe Secondary College, we face a far different problem. These cats, they are invading our school premises. Children year 7s cannot go to class without falling victim to this feline assault. This is at the heart of a bigger issue we face in schools, and that is cats running amok, out of control. And this is something that we here, as Year 12 students at Redcliffe Secondary College, need to do something about. Now, we cut to the interviews with the public for some more opinions. All right, here we are today, Declan, to talk about this growing issue present in today's society. Cat overpopulation. Now, at first glance, you may think, it's just a bunch of felines roaming around, just having some harmless fun. But no, the amount of things that these cats do to our environment is just terrible. Could you please enlighten us about some of these things?
Well, my opinion, Ben, is cats are a bit like Japs. They're all over Australia now.
I see. Yes. Anything else to say?
They're invading. They need to be shot.
Yeah.
They're just...
Is there any preferred method of which you would kill a cat, just out of interest?
Yeah. It's a bit gruesome, but grab the head and give it a good tug with the rest of the body.
Yeah.
Sorts them out real quick.
That's great.
You don't hear any hissing.
No.
It's just perfect.
All right, now Jesse, Mr. Orsini, we have heard, our sources have told us recently that you especially are very connected to this issue because your family has had a very tragic past involving these invading cats. Now, if it's not too much trouble, would you care to tell us a little bit about that?
One day I just went out the back, heard some rumbling in the shed, and just went in, and there was just heaps of cats in there.
Yeah.
And so my dad went in, and then he closed the door for some reason, I don't know why. And then later on we didn't hear from him, so we went in there and he was just gone. He was just in pieces. His finger was just there. He's his eyeball was in the corner.
Yeah.
And then so we went to go find the cats, and then they've been shot. So whoever did it, it's pretty good, but I think they were able to breed before
Wow.
they were shot. So
I see.
Didn't fix the problem.
Well, especially now, I imagine the death of your father was a very tragic event in your family. Now, I heard at the funeral there was, in fact, another incident involving cats. Would you care to explain that to us?
Well, somebody must be planning all this cat population, because in the coffin, there were cats in there. And what? And then, so my sister opens it up for some reason, and there's a cat in there, pounces on her face, scratching her face. She loses an eye, and she's screaming out of control, panic attack, she faints, and she loses too much blood, and couldn't save her.
So I imagine, as someone so connected to this issue, you would be very much behind the extermination of this cat population at Redcliffe Secondary College.
Yes, I mean, their house is where they live. It's pretty much where we were planning on destroying them. So, I mean, if we're going to drop a bomb there, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Hudson. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, it's good to have you.
Yeah.
So your top 3 methods for baiting cats. Now, the only way to address this problem is to attack the cats head on. And for that, we need to bait the cats out of their sneaky little hiding places. Now, we've heard that you've got an excellent list of methods, but we're just looking at your top 3 today.
Yes.
Top 3.
So back in my day, I used to serve the war, and we had a big cat problem.
Yeah.
So my first method is cheese. Don't laugh, it's not funny. It was a good method because mice eat the cheese. But you need to draw the mice first before you can draw the cats. So
Yeah.
if you don't have mice, then you can't get cats.
Oh yeah, I see.
Yes. My next method is Nippy's new cat food. Don't laugh, it's not funny. It was a real experiment in World War II.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Some
served.
Nazi origins, I hear.
Yes, it's served me well.
Yeah,
So first of all, we roll the cat food down
yeah.
and just pour it all over the place. Draws in about 6 cats.
Yeah.
Exterminate. There
Amazing.
goes 6 cats from the world.
Wow.
My
Truly wonderful.
third and final one. This took me all the way back to my NAM days.
Yeah.
It's not funny. Stop smiling.
No, I'm just so happy that you're telling me these things.
And so back in NAM, we had this big machine gun turret, right?
Yeah.
And every day I would fire some cat food out,
Yeah.
draw all the cats in, and then we'd replace the cat food with bullets.
Wow.
And then
The old switcheroo.
there goes 13 cats from the world.
13 exactly?
Yeah.
Only 13 bullets. Did it?
Yeah, approximately.
Okay, approximately 13.
In my day, I killed at least 2 million cats.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a fair portion.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us again today, Hudson. It was great to hear your insight to this issue and your ways, especially how your past has affected these issues today. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, here we go.
Right, so now that we've sorted out these interviews, we've got a lot of background information. Now it's time we take this into the field, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, that does mean getting into the nitty-gritty and finding ourselves some feline imposters. Action. Here we go, we've found our first cat of the day. See right under there, under that white car. Can't quite see the brand because I'm short-sighted, but that is, you'll be able to see some white, black, and ginger. Doesn't look to have spotted us just yet, but maybe if we approach slowly, we can exterminate. Now, sadly, we don't have any cheese, Nippy's cat food, or turrets automated. Oh no, it's... Go on. Okay, well, as it turns out, those cats are a bit quicker than they look, you know, but don't worry, this isn't over yet, because next week we'll be back with episode 2. That means even more guests, more methods to catch these feline beasts, but of course, less cats.